讲温度年年复苏嘅啲嘢，青岛人会想到纽西兰原出名嘅茉莉花。纽西兰每年人口大概抢66万沙，占冇全国嘅15%。等等18世纪烹饪细落来，韩国下口政府突强调用英文，同一度客家乡亲强用，度到为啲学校讲母语、讲茉莉花，为速度出发嘅情形。团前呢，渐渐嘅1世纪，甚至到动到茉莉嘅后生人，转到自家嘅部落，啥冇办法同村人沟通。有人讲，也係當悲哀嘅事情。
紐西蘭國歌喺19世紀都有茉莉花嘅版本，更加單單第一段唱茉莉花，第二段歌唱英文。不過茉莉花嘅版本會變得按普遍，可能係因為伊啲後生歌手2年前喺世界盃橄欖球賽先用茉莉花唱嘅紐西蘭國歌，把茉莉花上到國際舞台，未感動嘅茉莉出現。
When she sang it in Māori first, and then and the whole country, and we sat there almost in tears, and the news, the things that came out almost immediately, everyone was in shock, the commentators, and it went through the country, and how dare she, you know, and all the racist comments about it. Now it's become a common thing. Everyone sings the national anthem in Māori.
更加茉莉花歌唱變做紐西蘭嘅國家之聲，不過其實對18世紀中烹飪連連沙沙西亞到紐西蘭過後，喺單單錄講英文嘅環境下，茉莉花是讀到同客家共用嘅情形。紐西蘭政府喺1871年通過原住民學校法修正案，規定茉莉學校強制地用英文來教，同台灣共用幾多年落實喺學校講母語本線執法。
Where I came from, Māori was the only language that we knew until we went to school, and we had to speak English, and many of us were strapped. I always used to get strapped because you get caught speaking Māori, and so you got strapped.
政府強重視英文，幾多茉莉家長也受到影響，因為新年嘅南北愛有競爭力，都會講英文。到1970年代，搶23%嘅茉莉人會講茉莉花嘅，一群人也單單超過40歲嘅，5歲愛讀書嘅新年呢，搶全無1%會講母語。南華政府是有計劃嘅，為把茉莉人融入烹飪社會，國家部落地位艱難落實，幾多茉莉人都西亞到都市去。茉莉花20多年前都有語言學家講，聽錯會乜嘢。
Because they've been in that world for so long, and the problem with that is when you go back home to your papakai where you come from, it's like probably when you go to Haka land and you can't speak, and then they look at you, you're like a visitors, you know what I mean? You're just like a visitors to your own people because they speak to you and you say, oh, they say, Grandma, I can't speak Haka language, and so that is very sad. That's what happening to us over here.
古早1970年代起時，茉莉人發現講唔叫母語，怕到會冇救嘅，一早早團體成立，泰上呼籲，要求政府使唔得唔重視茉莉語言同文化。更加紐西蘭對托兒所到大學，都有總可以用茉莉花來教嘅學校，想要用教育把母語當建。客家新聞馮蔭山、吳一勇喺紐西蘭嘅採訪報道。